Is that enough for you? Peter asked. An earth pole was formed into Bones' hand, and he whacked Peter right across the face, leaving a large red mark. That's for wasting my time. If you did that in the first place, we could have gone home already, Bones said as he started to walk away from the others. Peter, make sure you reach level 4 in time, or else. As the three were leaving, Peter could do nothing but watch them go. He hated the fact that even though he now had the chance to fight them, he had to hide that fact. Once classes were over for the day, Vorden and Peter met up together in the library. Okay, so, do you remember the plan? Vorden asked. Tonight, I want to try to get all 3 of those regenerative ability users. There are 3 places where we can most likely get them. At dinner, we can follow them just outside their dorm room or before they return to their homeroom classes. All we have to do is convince each student and lead them to Fex's room to deal with the rest. What about the other? Peter asked. If I'm not satisfied after these, then does that mean we're going to have to kill more? We will leave that to Quinn. Logan had heard everything. After hearing what Peter and Vorden had said, Logan felt like he needed more information before coming to a logical conclusion. The words that stuck out most to him during the conversation were, "kill again." Logan then proceeded to log on to his computer and started to access the school servers. A few moments later, he was into the school system. Since the new school semester started, there were a total of 2 students dead that had been reported, one named Brandon and the other named Earl. When looking at the files, he also noticed that 2 students had been brought in for questioning, and one of them, for both cases, Quinn. Vorden had caught up with Quinn and given him information on his target, saying what homeroom class they were from and also what combat classes they would attend. Quinn had gone to one of the homeroom classes to find his target. Vorden had gone to wait outside the dorm area, and lastly, Peter to the canteen. As Quinn walked down the hallway where the students were just outside their homeroom, Quinn quickly tapped the student on the shoulder. "What is it?" the student said, half annoyed as he turned, but he quickly changed his tone. "Oh, sorry, how can I help you?" he said with blush marks underneath his cheeks. He had never seen a student so handsome before. It was as if something was drawing him in. "Influence skill activated. Influence skill successful. Follow a few feet behind me. Don't say anything to anyone, understand?" The student nodded and continued to follow Quinn. Vorden found it quite easy to convince his student to do as asked after showing him his watch, threatening to beat the person if he didn't comply, and then finally, it was Peter's turn. "I'm here to deliver a message," Peter said. "General Duke has asked me to take you to him at this moment." The student agreed to leave his friends and follow Peter. It was all going well for Peter so far. The student was following and asking him what the general wanted to see him about. Whenever he asked, Peter would reply, saying the general would never tell a low-level like him information about why. However, the problem started to occur when the student realized that Peter wasn't leading them to an office, but instead toward the dorm rooms. "Where are you taking me?" he asked. "Oh, I just need to grab a few things from my room first that I forgot," Peter replied. "I thought you said it was urgent. Is there a problem here?" a voice said. As the student turned around, he could see a black-haired student he didn't recognize, and suddenly his eyes lit up red. "Head over to room 224 and wait there," Fex commanded.
Want to watch more episodes of my vampire system? Follow Pocket FM Fantasy Chronicles. You can watch the next episode here in the playlist.